tell us some of the movie news because I want to get some of the opinions. If we can get through one story, it'd be amazing. But let's try it anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to give you guys an appetizer here. Movie news: Grumpy Old Men remake with Eddie Murphy.
And who else?
Possibly Sam Jackson.
He looks
Sam
38.
Jackson has not signed on.
How are you
yet.
going to do a Grumpy Old Men with 2 black guys? They look phenomenal.
That's true.
I was wondering that, and when we talked about Movie Talk yesterday, I suddenly had an epiphany. Eddie Murphy has played very old characters before, and it's been entertaining as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
But is he going to don the makeup and all, or is he just going to be him?
I think they're going to probably put some makeup on him, too, because I think that you've gotten that when Coming to America, you've gotten that in Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
And I think to try to do it again, like you accept him doing that. And I think him and back and forth with Sam Jackson, and we've seen them before. I know they were in Coming to America, but they didn't really have a brief interaction.
Right. Yeah, when Sam Jackson robs McDowell's.
Yeah, it's his first movie.
Tim Story's directing it, who did the ride-along movies.
He also did Fantastic Four.
Which are not great, but...
Pass.
I'm happy to see Eddie Murphy in something. I kind of want this to be, at the very least, a hard PG-13. Because Grumpy Old Men was PG-13. Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon, Burgess Meredith steals that movie.
I got to be honest, you lost me at Tim Story.
Okay.
Yeah, you lost me at Tim Story because this is gonna really rely on the director and the comedic timing of the direction and that guy's done nothing.
Pretty sure with the 2 stars you have here, I think there's going to be
doesn't matter. I don't care
pretty
how
great
good
chemistry.
how good the chemistry is if it's not cut together the right way or directed the right way.
Who would you want to have direct something like this?
Someone with more comedy chops. I mean, like even I
I
brought her up yesterday.
Like a newer director.
What?
No.
Like maybe somebody in the room right now.
Sure.
Guys, I still drive a Saturn. Come on.
But I will tell you 100% because I know his comedic timing. I know his instincts, and I would say that someone like you would be better. I don't want Michael Bay ever directing comedy. He's done it before.
Like Neil Brennan would be somebody that.
Yeah, and I also get. I mean, Tim Story is an African American man too. They want to also make sure that they're doing their version of this for the African American community of Grumpy Old Men.
And Neil is an honorary African American.
He is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
But I don't know, man. Yeah, Tim Story his movies stink, to be honest with you.
So you are saying you won't even see it?
I'll go see it. Okay. It's my job, but I mean, I'm not excited about it. I think I would be more excited with a different director. And you know what? It's funny because I don't know what Ryan Coogler's comedic chops are, but he's done so many different things. The comedy that he hit in Black Panther when it was out, it worked.
Sure.
I would like to see Ryan Coogler do some stuff. And maybe Ava DuVernay try to do her hand at comedy. That to me would be interesting.
You were just saying the other day that you will never doubt again a.
Look him in the eyes when you talk to him.
I know.
I was trying to remember what exactly
He's a
you said. Or if he's a woman, I shouldn't look him in the eyes. You were saying that you will never doubt again a comedic duo or a comedic director going to drama, but you feel differently, vice versa.
No, not necessarily. It's like Tim Story just has tried to do comedy before. He's just not good.
And it's just not up your
He's
alley.
just not good. Yeah,
Barbershop's funny.
Did he do Reverse Barbershop?
Yeah.
All right.
great.
Yeah, first Barbershop's okay, but like you're talking about the Russo brothers going from like comedy into.
You mentioned a few of them actually.
Yeah, Russo brothers, and I forget. I mean, whoever I mentioned the other day, but they switched over. They started somewhere, they went somewhere else, and it delivered. This guy just hasn't delivered for me so far. But what the fuck do I know?
A lot.
Thank you.
It's your job, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you.
Anyway, the fact that Eddie Murphy's in a movie excites
I'm excited.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last few I've not been excited for, but this premise I would go see.
There's one scene in Tower Heist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's classic Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Well,
What's the scene?
You get flashes of it.
Yeah.
I know how excited you are about this possibility. I want to get your take on this because Eddie Murphy had kind of teased coming back to doing stand-up.
Yep.
You think he'd be able to hit now?
Don't.
I don't.
Just don't even do it. Don't even
I agree with
don't play for the Wizards. Let's remember you as a Bull. That's the way I think.
I couldn't agree more.
See,
But what if he goes out to be even bigger and better?
I just don't think he's got it in
You
him.
think no
anymore.
way?
No, there's no way because I think a comic's mindset. You're kind of like. Sorry, let me talk to a comic. I think you. I think when you start, that's kind of when the hard drive's burned. And it's like, okay, you're somewhat a product of your generation, and you can only keep with the times so much. So I think that, you go back and you watch some of that stuff. It's like, it's so funny, but you definitely couldn't do that today. And I think
Hey, Eddie, we got to make some quick cuts.
Well, but he was also a 22, 23-year-old guy hitting that kind of stuff back then and getting away with it too. And I haven't been on the stage in like 10 years, right? And I know that if I went back, I thought about going back to the Comedy Store and doing some stuff too. And I'm like, well, I mean, my stuff is, still off your point. 10 years ago is dated, and I'd have to do sticking up with what's going on.
And you also
now.
wore a purple leather jumpsuit, I believe, when you were performing.
That's true. yeah, I did. I should actually. You come back in that. It's my only gimmick.
But it's also like, what are you going to talk about when you've been famous since you're 18? And a multimillionaire and famous for what are you going to say that's going to be relatable to everybody?
Right.
So many things.
And that community and the black community that's holding you on this pedestal and looking up to you. How are you going to relate to? I just don't. I see it as a lose-lose.
The thing about Eddie Murphy, though, he was a great storyteller on stage. So if you have stories that you can tell as opposed to like what's going on in the news, like I look at him more of not personal life, but him as like a Cosby, where you're telling stories more than anything else. But I agree with Steve, where as excited as I would be to be at the Comedy Store and see Eddie Murphy go up, it'd be a legendary moment. I don't need him to do stand-up ever again. I would love to see him host SNL. Because when he was at the 40th anniversary, and it's like, oh shit, here comes Eddie,
but he didn't do anything.
It was like, oh, come on.
And I think going off another reference there too, it would be like watching Tyson get in the ring one more time, and then he just gets knocked out, and you're like, ugh.
But why are you guys are banking on the fact that he's going to suck? What if he's amazing? I don't understand why you guys have no faith. And I watch people all the time that I can't relate to for shit. But most of the people who get up there, I'm like, I don't relate to a single word you're goddamn saying, but it's funny.
There's more to it. These guys hit the pavement like every day. They're doing probably like two shows a night, and like Eddie Murphy just kind of crafts, and he'd have to start working out again.
Yeah,
he'd have to start going all the.
He would.
I don't know if he's got.
I think there's a legacy that a lot of people, where we look at him like athletes to a certain extent, where like the Michael Jordan Wizards comparison, where I was all for Jordan going back to the Wizards just because I want to see him play one more time, but Eddie Murphy, he has we hold him in such high regard that it would almost taint the experience if he came back for some people.
But here's the massive difference between that analogy and what you're actually talking about. The older you get as an athlete, the worse you become because your body is giving out on you. Your brain is not giving out on you as a comedian at his age.
It is, though.
But Eddie like
at a certain
stand-up,
age, but
he was a moment in time. That he was dangerous, he was fresh, he was new,
right.
It was like there was prior, and then there was this new, it was like, what the fuck is this?
Dynamite.
And he just blew it up.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could ever replicate that. And people have this fantasy of like, we want to see that guy. You're never going to see that guy again.
All.
It doesn't exist. It exists on DVD or whatever, but you're never going to see that again.
He's in a different mindset, like you said before. So.